Somebody who should not be here is here. Then Srivas was actually perplexed. He went and started searching here and there. And finally he saw his mother-in-law who was hiding behind the boxes. Srivas is a very composed person. But when he saw his mother-in-law was the reason for the obstruction of Lord Chaitanya's happiness, he became upset. And he said, take her out, hold her by hair and take her out. I mean, we should not apply this in our life, but we should understand the moral. What is that? In fact, family life is only one thing. Two souls are coming together to make progress on the path of bhakti. If that goal is not clear, it will create bondage. Wife and husband come together with Krishna in the center. They want to progress, getting rid, on the path of bhakti by getting rid of impurities and performing bhakti. They accumulate pious credits. Hare Krishna. If that principle is not clear, we'll be overwhelmed by the material situation. And then what happens? It will create bondage. You're all listening?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So that's why husband should be spiritually very advanced, and wife should follow husband and assist him. So in the morning, actually, what is that? What is his name? Kardamuni married to Devhuti, and why Devhuti became very emaciated. And the detail was not given, but I was thinking, she was a chaste wife. So when Kardamuni would go into trance, he would go into samadhi for days and days and days. When he would go, a chaste wife cannot eat without husband first eating it. That is the reason she became thin, because nobody will become thin. Okay, you go to samadhi, I'll eat nicely, you'll pick up good health actually, because there is no anxiety in the forest. So without feeding husband, how can she eat as a chaste wife? That's how she was not eating. When husband is in deep meditation, what you will do? Whatever he needed, she would supply, of course. But she neglected her body so much that her hair was matted. Do you all know when you will get matted hair? You don't take hair bath and you don't comb it. You don't apply oils. And very soon hair will be matted. So she has neglected her body so much. First of all, I don't think there's a lot of service for her husband, because he was going into the samadhi most of the time. But she probably should make it arrangements. Of course, Bhagavatam doesn't speak all this. But the moral is clear. Without feeding husband, how can I eat? Without my husband doing all these things, how can I do? Excuse me, I'm sorry. That's why she became weak. So when Krishna would go to steal butter and yogurt in the mornings, when he would see wife and husband sleeping, what Krishna would do, he would steal yogurt, butter and milk, he would feed, he would eat. But before leaving, what he would do, he would tie the shikha of the husband with the hair of the wife. And he would on the sole of the feet, he would create a, like, what do you call a, he would create a sensation, and they would get up. And they would get up, and they would see Krishna with mouth full of butter. Hey, you're coming and eating butter in my home. Ooh, they would get up in rage. They would get up, angry to catch Krishna because their hair was tied up. They would fall down. Krishna would laugh. A person who is not dedicated to serious spiritual life, irrespective of ashram he or she is in, they will eventually become a laughing stock by metal nature. Somebody uses time, family life for sense enjoyment and for social, to pursue social customs. Nitya dharma, naimittika dharma. Nitya dharma is pursuing a spiritual life as a spirit soul. Naimittika dharma means the other dharmas relating to body, other designations like husband, you have to, as wife, you have to do your things. As a mother or a father, you have to do your things. Then the relatives will come, What is that? Diyachar dahya rajan kutumba bharane nava. Second canto Srimad Bhagavatam, so daytime is gone in hard work and the nighttime is gone in sense enjoyment and sleep. That way people don't realize how the time runs out. Hare Krishna. So the husband should be spiritually advanced and wife should follow him. And both should endeavor to come to goodness and practice bhakti yoga. Then ashrama, no hard labor. Kali Yuga, people have forgotten this principle. Then what happens? They will become two machines for clearing the mortgage loan of the home or the luxuries. What do you think? Do you agree?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So keep simple living. Actually, what is that? Don't increase your wants, and we should not increase our wants, like live like a beggar, but reduce your desires. Reduce our desires, and we should live like a king. If you don't have anything, if you don't want anything, then what happens? Kapinavanta kadu bhagyavanta. If you just look in your home, I'm honest, I want to look around in my temple, in our temple. So many things past 1 year I'm not using. It means that they are not used. I don't need them. Then cut down. So majority of the items we buy, after 2-3 months, we don't use them. Hare Krishna. Simple living and high thinking. Simple living and bhakti thinking. Time is running out. And took by hair means, Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, the bhakti you need qualification. What is sahajism? Oh, he's coming, he's crying, I'll also cry. I'll also experience the dancing. Kali Krishna Das, when he was playing the snake, when Haridas Thakur saw, he thought of Krishna and he started running, he started jumping and dancing. Prabhuji, 1 minute. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare. Kali Krishna Das, when he was playing on the snake, he was actually, what is that? Kali Krishna Prabhu, Kali Krishna Das, he was charming the snake. When Haridas Thakur saw, Haridas Thakur, trace that mood of Kali Krishna. Kali Krishna was thinking about Krishna dancing on the hoods of Kaliya as he was charming the snake. This made Haridas Thakur ecstatic. Haribol. This made Haridas Thakur ecstatic. Immediately Haridas Thakur jumping and dancing. He rolled on the ground. Where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? Hare Krishna. But one Brahmana imitated that. And then Kali Krishna picked up sticks, started beating the Brahmana. Why? This Brahmana is looking for a cheap adoration and fame. Hare Krishna. We sometimes people cry. Good, but they want to show others they're advanced. That is not good. I heard a lecture these 2 lines. That's not good. So the point is approach with dignity. What is that? This, what is rasa bhasa? Mixing rasas. What is that? Mixing rasas. Shanta with dasya, dasya with vatsalya, vatsalya with maturya, maturya with, sakya. You mix rasas. We don't have finer, these are all finer, very finer things. These are not cheap. Hare Krishna. When we consider it cheap, then the problem comes. So without qualification, she was trying to get into the mellows. That made Srivastava become angry. Rasa Leela, if you see like Air India advertisement was actually one time Rasa Leela, Krishna with gopis. It's the topmost, highest state of reunion between a Jiva and a Parabrahman. It's not anything other than that. But if you don't have proper understanding, you'll try to draw conclusions. One time I heard what happened between Lord Chaitanya and Jagannath is Rasa Leela. You're listening?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So the point is, but Jagannath is sitting on the chariot. Lord Chaitanya is on the ground. Sannyasi, strict sannyasi. You don't get that feeling. You don't get that feeling. One time actually I was in the Mayapur temple, Mangalarti. There were like 15 devotees chanting before Radha Madhava. Suddenly I felt like this is how Rasa Leela is. Devotees are dancing for Krishna, amidst Krishna. I may be wrong, but it's actually it's a pure spiritual mellow. But at least what is the Rasa Leela, Rasa dance? It's an exchange between a jiva, a liberated jiva's loving exchange with the Supreme Parabrahman. If you try to add any purport to it is cruelty actually. What do you think? So one has to be completely purified in Anadhanivritti stage. Other Anadas will go in Nishta, some will go in Ruchi stage. But we become completely purified in the Prema stage. That's why it is said real bhakti starts after liberation. So this type of things, approach with the dignity. What is that? Approach with the dignity. Otherwise we'll fall down. Instead of purification, we'll be putrefied. Hare Krishna. So if we don't have qualification, we will be instead of purified, will be putrefied. Fall down. So that's why where there is no qualification, we should not enter there. One has to be thoroughly honest. So then one day, what is his name? Lord Chaitanya, he was performing a dance. He was actually dancing to the kirtan. And he was watching Suklambar Brahmachari. Suklambar Brahmachari. So Brahmachari. He has dedicated life. He has decided to lead a monastic life, monastic life. He decided to lead actually a brahmachari life in bhakti, in the devotion. But those is what he would do. He would go and beg. And in India, what people would give for beggars? North India especially, chipped rice. Poha, because that's cheap. It's very cheap. But Suklamar Brahmachari was very happy because you need little food to maintain this body. This body, kama, adhina, palida, karitana, durnideshas, that verse is there. The more you serve body, more body becomes very ungrateful and gives trouble. Give me more, give me more, give me more. You're listening?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So,
Yes, Prabhuji.
so what is that? We should not, the body is very ungrateful. It demands. Every day you feed gulab jamun rasgulla for 40 years. Do you think mind will tell you to stop it? It will not tell you. Tongue will tell you to stop it. Senses will tell you to stop it. No. More, more, more. So if you really want to curb the demands of the senses, control. Give prasad. Don't give more than required. When a hunter catches a tiger or a lion, what he will do? He will make the lion starve. This is lion, huh? He'll make the lion starve. Then after 1 month, he will enter the ring. Immediately lion will jump, whatever little energy. Then with his electrodes in his hands, he gives electric shock. Then the lion understands. What lion understands? He creates fear in the lion. If come here, lion will not come. He'll beat the lion. Come here. Then lion comes, he'll give a little piece of meat. If lion doesn't come, he'll beat. Meat or beat. That is how he will make the lion. That's how he'll give the training to the lion. But there's a moral here. We should do the same thing with the mind. What is that? Give a little chocolate, a little prasad, little sweet. And our mind doesn't. And mind doesn't listen, it's starve it. But to do that, we need to have strong. We need to develop a internal. We need to develop a mechanism, a very strong mechanism. You're listening?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So give little like Sansanya and give little prasad. Give little, basically, celebrate the small victories. Likewise, you train. One book I was reading, Prabhupada gave morning program and he gave evening program. But these two programs are in between, book distribution, prasadam distribution. They are sandwiched in between these morning and evening programs. What is the end result? Devotees become purified. So, the devotee should not be idle. So, what is that? Rupa Goswami says, what is bhakti? A natural longing between a man and a woman, a boy and girl. Why? There is no training. It's natural. But same thing should come, that is Raganuga. Because it is not there, what we do, we train our mind to inculcate that mode. I don't know why I'm telling this, all these things. Yeah, Suklamar Brahmachari. Say, led a simple living of a beggar. Prabhupada writes, in the name of begging, these super exalted devotees, Mahabharata devotees would go door to door, inquire how they are doing. They would go door to door and inquire how they were doing. And give them little prasad, give them some solutions. In that way, their presence was mutually beneficial too. I mean, they would get little alms from the host, and host, by their presence, would receive blessings. Apart from just not following their suggestions. You understanding? Anyway, so Klambra Brahmachari kept his needs very simple. He would go just few homes and he would ask, he would beg what people would give. Little broken rice, chipped rice. Chipped rice is never spoiled. You can mix that with water and eat after 3 months. That's what people would do it because it is cheap. But Shungalam Brahmachari would bring that, he would offer it to Krishna with gratitude. And he would eat it. Haribol. And he had no complaints. Why do we make complaint? When we don't get enough sense gratification. When we don't get a sufficient sense gratification, our complaints start. Where is the mistake? It's starting with me. Anyway, Lord Chaitanya was watching. He was saying, he was dancing with the carefreely. He was dancing. When you have so many positions, always anxiety, who will take away what? One person said, I have a question for all of you. Life means you try to acquire more. Longing. But at the same time, you have fear of losing what you have in existence. Agree or not? Definitely it's right. Fear of losing. Everything is all right now, but future maybe I'll lose. Haribol. How many figure?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So anyway, point is, so Klambar, there's a story actually. One sage and had a disciple, Brahmachari. And he had only 2 copies. One copy, he would wash it, and the second copy he would wear it. Haribol. But he was happy. How many copies he had? 2. Kaupinavanta Kadubhagyavanta. If you have only 2 coupons, he is the richest man. How? Can anyone guess? No more desires. No more hankering. No more lamentation. So this is what happened. The second coupon, the rat started, the rat started eating the coupon. Somebody said to this guy, "Hey, you have so many rats. Get a cat." So what he had only 2 coupons. But the one rat is what making holes. So there's a problem now. Then somebody suggested get a cat. Cat will trade with the rats, and then you can keep your coupon safe, and you can do nice sadhana. Haribol. He appreciated it. He brought a cat. Cat drove away all the rats. Haribol. Great, the home has become free from cats. But one problem. What is the problem? By the time it becomes evening, cat will meow, meow, meow. Hungry. Are you're hungry? So he asked a sage. Sage said, very easy, buy a cow. Cow will give you the milk. You will feed that milk to the cat. Cat will keep the, cat will keep the rats away. Animal will enjoy. But the problem is, after a few days, cow said, Amba, I need grass. Who will take care of the cow? Then one guy said, if you ask me, you should get married. Amazing. So he had a home now. He got married. Wife was actually taking care of the cow. Cow was actually taking care of the, taking care of the, cow is taking care of the whole household affairs. And what happened? Only one point. One day wife said, you're sitting like this, can't you get a job? You bum. Then he realized, when I had only 2 coupons, I was very happy. Simplicity, not duplicity. Keep your life simple. Keep your life simple. Sunklamar Brahmachari was like that. If you all remember what is that? Adikanda. Lord Chaitanya revealed his ecstasy's first time where? Suklamar Brahmachari soon, when he came back. Anyway, so simple living. Don't buy, and after 2-3 years, you will throw everything into the basement. That is wrong. Anyway, what is that? Lord Chaitanya, I was watching Suklamar Brahmachari dance. And he called him. When he called him, without expecting Suklamar Brahmachari went, Lord Chaitanya, he pushed his hand in the bag. He took the broken rice and he ate it. Wow! Nectar. Suklamar Brahmachari was not a hypocrite. So he put his hand again and Sarudamar Goswami said, no, my lord, please stop it. So the point is, can you imagine Krishna eating your food with his own hands? What is it? Kwa daridra papi kwa sriniketana. Who said this verse? Only these 2 lines I remember. Who said this verse? Kwa daridra papi kwa sriniketana. I am a fallen conditioned soul. He's the husband of goddess of fortune. He put me on his bed and he washed his feet and he drank that water. Who said that?
Sudama Prabhuji.
Who?
Sudama?
Yes, exactly. We sometimes call him Kuchela, but he's called Sudama. So, Lord Chaitanya, Krishna said, what did you bring for me? He said, he saw all these opulence in Dwaraka. Wow, I didn't bring anything for you, my Lord. He was so shy, he didn't say that. And Lord Krishna grabbed his, and this, because of the sweat, this, what do you call it? This chadar was filled with sweat. And the chadar has the chiput rice. But Krishna opened it and he ate it. Haribol. Patram pushpam phalam toyam yame bhaktya prayachati tadaham bhaktyupahrutam asnami prayatatmana. What is the important ingredient there in offering? Bhakti. My Lord, I made this for you. Haribol. Not like it's not a customary thing. Every day, peda in the morning, peda, what is that? Rasgulla, rabdi, water. My Lord, please take it. And you do Gayatri like this 2 times, like this. Gayatri. Gayatri, then remove the offering, then Arati. It's mechanical. Put your heart. Bhakti is important. Krishna, please eat, my Lord. Only for you. Sudama could not give it. But Lord Krishna himself picked it up and ate it. When he ate the first morsel, Sudama became equal to the most rich, equal to the richest man in the universe. He became equal to Kubera. Second, he picked it up to eat. Rukmini was watching. She got hold of it. My Lord, please. By first thing, by eating the first one, he got all the necessities and luxuries. He became equal to Kubera. If you eat this, I have to go. When I have to go, he cannot maintain me. He'll have problems. This is internal conversation, external conversation. My Lord, if everything you eat, your devotees love, what will I get? I should leave it for our queens. She said that. Hare Krishna. Likewise. But then what happened? Krishna, without his knowledge, as Krishna was eating, he was satisfied. All the luxuries are provided. Everything was provided. His wife was looking like goddess of devotion and goddess of fortune, Lakshmi ji. He went home, then she recognized. But as soon as he wore the royal robes, he, what is that? He got everything what he wanted. But when he went home, his wife said, please come. Your friend gave everything. But he has only one prayer, my Lord, please. Don't create illusion. Please bless us that I am not tempted by all these things. I am tempted by only one thing, pure devotional service. Hare Krishna. So likewise, Lord Chaitanya pushed his hand in the bag of Shuklamurram and experienced. Lord Chaitanya was tasting the renunciation of a Shuklamur Brahmachari. Lord Chaitanya was one day he went to Raghunath Das Goswami and he asked, what is his name? Sarudhar Goswami. Nowadays, Raghunath is not calling me for prasad. What is he doing? My Lord, he stopped I take money from his father. Arjuna said, that's good. Vishayira annakaila dushta hoye mana. If you eat the food cooked by a non-devotee, Vishayi, your mind becomes a dushta. Your mind will be absorbed in sense enjoyment. Your mind will become materialistic. Haribol. Saraswati Thakur, Prabhupada, spiritual master, when he would see the food, he would say whether Krishna ate that food or not. Hare Krishna. You're listening or not?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So, what
Yes,
is so Raghunath Diso said, oh, he's actually, what is he doing? He's standing at the Simhadwara gate begging. Rajasan said, that is very good. And Rajasan after some time said, I don't see Raghunath there. What is he doing nowadays? My Lord standing there and begging. Raghunath felt like a prostitute. Oh, this guy will come, he'll give me. He gave me yesterday, he'll give me today. Why he's not giving, he's going. Oh, maybe somebody else will come. The focus is not on Krishna, focus is on making, earning the food. He felt, no, I don't want it. And what is he doing? I took out the story short, I skipped 1, 2 levels. Then finally, nowadays, Raghunath is going and picking. When Jagannath, every day they offer food to Jagannath. And after that is sold to shopkeepers. And shopkeepers sell this to pilgrims. But in the night, whatever is left over, pilgrims, whatever is left over, they'll throw it, next to Simhadwar gate. Then the cows will eat. But our cows leave, the flies will land and feast on that. Raghunath Das Goswami would go in the dead of the night, pick up the food, which was rejected with the Kalinga cows and rejected with the flies. He would bring it, he would wash it, and he would eat it. Haribo. Lord Chaitanya said, Raghunath, one day he went, I had Raghunath, you are eating all these nice delicacies without telling anybody. Immediately Krishna, Raghunath Das Goswami put it behind. Lord Chaitanya grabbed and ate, he started eating. He said, Jagannath Puri, I've eaten so many cakes and so many puris and parotas and sabjis. I've never eaten anything like this in my life. Lord Chaitanya was tasting the renunciation of Raghunath Das Goswami. Again, Lord Chaitanya was tasting the renunciation of Raghunath Das Goswami. Likewise, here Lord Chaitanya was tasting the renunciation and devotion of a Suklambar Brahmachari. How many of you are understanding?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So I was telling you during the seminar, you want to attend Mangalarti, but before Mangalarti, you'll take bath, you'll brush your teeth. After Mangalarti, you'll go away. And you'll change your clothes and you can maybe you'll wear karmi clothes and do your work, whatever. So if you brush your teeth, take bath, it is not bhakti. But driving home after Mangalarti is not bhakti either. But is it bhakti or not? What do you think? Is it bhakti or not? How many of you heard?
Yes, Prabhuji.
How?
Prabhuji, because our thoughts, if they are still in sync with the Lord, then whatever material we are doing, it is still considered bhakti.
Preparation to do bhakti is also bhakti. Simple. So you are doing abhishek. But for abhishek to happen, you need to bring the pots, you need to bring, to make juices out of it and get ready for them. Then preparation to do bhakti is also bhakti. So preparation on a pre-activities and post activities. After everyone goes away, we clean up the temple hall, our centerpiece, we upstairs. That's also bhakti. You're understanding or not?
Yes, Prabhuji.
It's very important. So, what is that? Lord Chaitanya was testing the devotion of a Suklambar Brahmachari, renunciation of Suklambar Brahmachari. So we should develop taste for the hearing. We should develop taste for the kirtanam, Shravanam and kirtanam. Then eventually we'll develop taste for we'll jump from we'll jump from Nishta to Ruchi to Asakti, Bhava and Prema. You know? So Suklambar Brahmachari, simple. Then you say, householders, we cannot be simple. No, you can be simple too. Minimize your unnecessary needs. Cut down your needs. I mean, needs are there, that's fine. You need necessities, facilities, and luxuries. You need necessary things. Maybe some facilities you need. But we don't need the third one. What is the third one? Luxuries. You need a watch. You have a cell phone like this. That's fine. You know? Or if you need a watch, you can buy. You don't need a Rolex watch. But if you're a CEO that demands, that's a different thing. You're understanding or not? One should utilize human energy to pursue Krishna consciousness. That's what I have to tell actually. Keep simple and utilize that energy in Krishna consciousness. That's what I meant. Goal should be to cleanse the heart. Otherwise, what happens? Buy. I have to take care of my children's needs. I have to take care of my needs. I have to take care of. Then where is the room for bhakti? In chanting, your mind will go in 10 different directions. Because the focus is different. What is it? Vyavasayatmika buddhi eke kurunandana bhusaka anantascha buddhayo vyavasaya. Vyavasayatmika buddhi, determination, single pointed focus. And you'll be happy in this world. Servant of servant. And I want to end it here. If you want to add anything or say anything, otherwise we'll end it. Does anyone want to add anything? We'll end it. Actually, no. Only
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Amma.
Yeah. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Yes, Prabhuji. I have a question, Prabhuji. As we talk about desires, then desires are never ending, as we know about that. It's only because of desire we just fall down from Vaikuntha. So, Prabhuji, how should we cultivate into Krishna consciousness our desires? Like
Who is this?
Ankita, Prabhuji.
Keep Krishna conscious desires. You know, what is that? Buddhism says, make your desire zero. That's like, you have a cataract, just remove the eye. That is wrong. Then what is it called? Mayavada. Mayavada also same thing. Negativity with little positivity, Brahman, same thing. But Bhakti tradition, Vaishnavism says, purify your desire. First thing is keep your desire simple. Second thing is, you do everything for the pleasure of Krishna. Swayambhu Manu lived for 306,675,000 years. He, but he led his life as service to Krishna. Raja Rishi. They are kings, emperors, but they are also rishis. He gave his daughter to Kardamuni. He didn't give his daughter to another universe, daughters and king of another universe. He gave his daughter to Kardamuni, Hare Krishna. So he utilized everything in Krishna's service. Krishna was a center for him. Is Krishna happy with this? He would do it. If Krishna is not happy, he would not do it. But of course, he was born in opulence. So he would sit on a royal throne. But as a servant of Krishna. So Krishna in the center means we are not the center. It's very important. So develop taste for Shravana Kirtanam, develop taste for other bhakti activities. Vairagya Vidya, Nija Bhakti Yogam Sikshardam Ekah Purusha Puran. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Shariradhari Bhavan Bhavam Vidar Yastamaham Prapadye. Something like that. So Nija real bhakti means Vairagya, detachment, not like acquisitions. Simple life. There is actually a person named Kalyana Sundaram. Anybody heard this name? Kalyana Sundaram.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Kalyana Sundaram, he would donate his salary for 30 years to the charitable organizations. For this reason, he was never married. And he would just donate to, he would donate his salary for his maintenance. He would do some odd jobs. But as a librarian, he would donate. He did that throughout his life. Very satisfied person. Because he's not a devotee, he did it for social cause. But we do it for Krishna's cause. Always pray, how can I serve Krishna, my Lord? I should have that desire. Does it answer your question?
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Dandavat. So we'll end it here. Hare Krishna. Actually, initiations are happening for those of you who got the mail Tuesday. Everyone should be, there in the temple by, at least 12 o'clock, for the briefing. And so that initiations are happening on Tuesday. Definitely afternoon, after 12 o'clock. So we should be there in the temple to avoid anxiety. Sharp 12 is better. And we'll get the message. Thank you very much. I'll end it.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare
Thank
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Bol, thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dhanavad.
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dhanavad Pranam.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.